the state of Florida has banned the following content as a client choice for batterers intervention programs because it contains faith-based elements. Proceed with caution. The first lesson covers healthy relationships versus abusive relationships. Participants discuss the differences. During this lesson, the Duluth Power and Control Wheel is covered to meet a required element for this program. The first wheel set addresses power and control as the cause of domestic violence, with the ideology based in feminist theory. The main theory is that men are batterers due to a patriarchal mindset of society. The Duluth model is an approved and mandated part of the Florida Batterers Intervention Program curriculum. However, there is a part of this curriculum that is banned. The Christian Power and Control Wheel, along with the Christian Partnership Wheel, are not allowed to be shown to participants. This wheel, that is banned by the state of Florida, illustrates the ways a batterer will twist the Bible and use church leadership against a victim of domestic violence. The Christian Partnership Wheel shows how the Bible expects a healthy relationship to function, along with the scripture references for participants. According to the state of Florida, these extremely controversial Bible verses should not be discussed with perpetrators of domestic violence. The first section deals with using intimidation. This is when the batterer claims that the victim is evil, the source of all of their problems, even acting against God. In Galatians chapter 5 verses 22 and 23, in a healthy relationship we can see characteristics of love, joy, peace, long-suffering or patience, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance, which is a person that has self-control and self-discipline. The second section deals with emotional abuse. This is when the batterer claims that the victim needs to get right with God, questions their ability as a parent, or even wrongfully accuses the victim of having affairs. In Ephesians chapter 5 verse 25, in a healthy relationship we can see characteristics of selfless devotion, unwavering love, and hope for the future through the example set by Jesus Christ. The next section deals with the isolation of the victim. This is when the batterer restricts the places that the victim can go and the people who the victim can interact with as friends. In Proverbs chapter 31 verse 11, in a healthy relationship we can see mutual trust and support of each other, as each person works to build and safeguard the relationship. Minimizing, denying, and blaming are the next forms of domestic violence covered. This is when the batterer puts blame for relationship problems on the victim, and either minimizes or denies their own responsibilities and issues. In James chapter 5 verse 16, in a healthy relationship we can see honesty and accountability at work, realizing that we know there are areas where we should work on ourselves, to be better and do better, not blame someone else. Next, the discussion shifts to when a batterer uses the children in domestic violence. This could be threatening to take away the children, or turning the children against their other parent, even disparaging the parent's morals or character to the children. In Ephesians chapter 6 verse 4, in a healthy relationship we can see that children are to be brought up in such a way as to not turn their hearts to wrath, but to teach them the respect, morals, and values of God. Using male privilege is the next section covered. This is when a batterer takes over control of every aspect of a victim's life, seeing the victim as less valuable in God's eyes, even disparaging their relationship with God. Often victims are not allowed decisions in what they wear or even their hairstyle. The victim is never allowed to make their own choices, decisions, or even have a voice in their relationship. In Galatians chapter 6 verse 2, in a healthy relationship we can see a partnership of mutual decision-making and sharing of responsibilities, working together to strengthen their family, not to control one another. Economic abuse is when a batterer has control over all of the household finances and restricts the victim's access to funds. Sometimes batterers even forbid a victim from having a job, or sabotage a job that the victim will have. Often the perpetrator will also restrict or withhold household financial information from the victim or not allow any discretionary spending. In Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21, in a healthy relationship we can see a partnership of mutual decision-making even when it comes to finances, making sure each person has a voice and is allowed to make purchases. Often the best decision is to set a budget limit for discretionary personal spending. Say anything over $50 or $100 should be discussed before purchasing. The final topic covered in this lesson is when a batterer uses coercion and threats against a victim. This is when the perpetrator threatens to ruin a victim's reputation, threatens divorce, forbids the victim talking with people, and limits their social involvement. In Romans chapter 14 verse 19, in a healthy relationship we can see a partnership of mutual problem solving, accepting change, and being willing to compromise. This in-depth study of domestic violence also includes acts of physical and sexual violence as well. It is through the use of the Bible that the Faith Community's Batterers Intervention Program providers have been able to help perpetrators of domestic violence change their behaviors and learn how to have healthy relationships. Florida has banned the faith community from providing this lesson to BIP clients to help them understand the changes they need to make in their own life and with their own behaviors. Contact your Florida State Senator and Florida State Representative and demand they allow the client choice of faith-based batterers intervention programs. It is time to restore this client option again in our state. If you or someone you know is suffering from domestic violence, there is help available. Stay safe and get help today by visiting the website thehotline.org or domesticshelters.org, call 800-799-7233, or text the word BEGIN to 88788. Start your journey to safety and healing today.